Previously on 2 Past Midnight.
He's just laying there looking up at the sky. He's like, man, this reminds me of home.
See the States, they say. Never make real friends, they say.
That dumb motherfucker didn't fucking activate the grenade before he threw it.
So the only thing we could think to do was tie his shoelaces together. Beat the ever-loving crap out of us after that, but a little bit ashamed of you.
What's the use of an AK without rounds?
Somehow we end up giving him moose.
And you see a farmhouse that has not been destroyed. Unmistakable smell, decomposing bodies.
I thought ending with paralyzation was a downer. This was even worse.
The sun was starting to go down. There was that rainbow. And we see Clark and Emmett digging holes. I'm assuming not right by the house, but not too far away.
Yeah, under like a nice tree in the backyard somewhere.
Okay. There would need to be 4 holes.
Yeah, 4 holes, for sure.
Yeah. You guys would have to bring the bodies out, which I'm assuming probably Cole would help with, unless he's not able to.
Cole is able to, but Cole is not pushing his luck at the moment.
So Doc would probably help with that too. Richardson would do what he can. So you guys get the bodies of the family into the graves. What do you do?
Emmett, you want to say a couple words? I know we didn't know him, but I'm not a big mass graves without saying anything kind of guy.
It's a little surprising.
I get that.
Yeah. Emmett just kind of looks off at the sunset and he just kind of says out loud as everybody's there, "Since the souls of this family have gone to meet you, their creator, bring their bodies to this place which we have prepared for them. The ashes return to ashes, the dust to dust. God, you are a refuge for us. That is why we are not afraid when we are at war. We have brought nothing in this world, and it is certain that we will not bring anything with us. We offer and commend this family to our Lord our God. We say to you in the midst of war that we are grateful that you lived your life among us, even though a short one. We release you now into the everlasting and loving arms of the Lord. You may know wholeness and peace. Through all eternity, be at rest."
Amen.
Amen.
Clark crosses himself and grabs a shovel and just kind of walks back off to the house.
It's crazy, but there's something brave about what this father did here. He noticed it was over, he noticed it was time, put his family to rest, and then himself. Takes a strong amount of courage to do that. Sucks he had to do it, though.
Where you see courage, I see cowardice. It takes courage to fight for one more day when it looks like you don't get one. It doesn't take anything to end it all and walk away.
Well, if we all plan on making it back, we all should have that mentality. One more step, one more minute, one more hour, one more day.
Why I got both of you here, Murph, Cole, my boy ain't much different than Jacob. You think we're rescuing some kind of super soldier? Gonna fall in line with all of your guys' rah-rah bullcrap? It ain't happening. He is just as young and naive. He didn't want to be here any more than Jacob did. He got drafted, and that's why I'm trying to get him out of this mess. I spent my whole life fighting war, and I got real good at it. And when that captain's soul left his body, I remember why I got out. I'm good at killing. I want to be a father. I want to be a husband. I've been a soldier forever now. That's why I'm here. I'm here trying to claim what I was trying to be. So if you guys are helping me try and find that dream, you need to realize, like, we're rescuing a scared child that got drafted into a war he wasn't ready for.
I've got no problem with that. I think you're forgetting I also quit the military after nary a decade. The only difference is I didn't stop killing.
Well, Emmett, he's your boy. We'll protect him with our lives, or at least I will. No matter how he is, he's your son, whether he's a tough fighter or not. He will be part of our dysfunctional family that we have here. You know, we may have been a little too rough on Jacob, but I think it's because, I mean, I would have thought you would have felt the same way, but our military experience, usually you take the young, green, naive, air quotes, weak, and are tough on them, hard on them to toughen them up. And as far as killing goes, that's unfortunate because that's probably the one thing that you and I have in common. We're both good at killing.
I want to be good at more than that. But after taking that captain's life with my bare hands, I don't want to lose my soul trying to find my son, so...
See, Emmett, it's twofold for me. A, we help get your boy, and you're part of our dysfunctional family, as I said. And B, it gives us a mission, something to strive for, fight for, claw for. The common goal can bind us together and push us forward.
Cole turns around and heads back to the house.
Yeah, so what is the plan, anyway? Longer term. Are you guys planning on camping here, or, like, camping out at the house? I know we kind of briefly talked about that after the last session, but...
I think Murph is laying on the ground, hoping that he'll get picked up and brought to the house.
It would require two people, because you're, like, on a stretcher, you know what I mean? I actually kind of decided it was, like, there's probably a spine board in the back of the Humvee that they have you strapped on, so... because it makes the most sense.
Well, and if that's the case, then we should probably try and stick around this farmhouse, at least for now.
I don't mind spending a few days sticking around, letting a few things blow over, gathering our resources. We've essentially been on the run since we got out of that POW camp, and might be nice to just take a breath for a few, but if you guys think I'm going to play house for the next 6 months, that's not necessarily the plan.
I don't know if this is possible. Doc will know more, but I'm hoping a couple days of rest and maybe I'll be able to move a little bit, because being a dead weight or an anchor is not really ideal. I feel useless. But if a little rest will help, maybe I could get my long rifle back in the game.
I've already rolled the number of days.
Cole, I agree with you. I don't want to stick around here any longer than I have to. I mean, Parju seems very high risk, but that's where every person in 2nd Armored Division's heading. I mean, they're just lambs to the slaughter at this point.
Yeah, I think we've decided we're going to stick around for a couple days. Stick around for a little bit, so.
I mean, is our plan to try to assault or make headway into Parju?
Well, last that we've heard, that's where every last bit of Second Arbor Division is supposed to be rallying, so they're gonna be walking right into whatever's in there.
I figured you guys could be having this conversation in the house too, by the way. It's starting to get nighttime, so that's your plan.
I think our best option probably to do a little bit of harassment at Parju. We know there's forces in there dug in deep, but I think our best option is we're severely outnumbered. We've got dwindling resources. If we're gonna do anything, we need to just do hit and run. Take one shot, one kill, and run.
Now you're speaking my language.
Or we start laying traps and we start just harassing the individuals there, the group that's dug in. So that way, whenever Sarkin armor comes up, at least they'll, help maybe reinforce us, maybe hear some of the contact and reinforce us. I mean, ultimately, here's the thing. I don't give two shits about those guys inside of Parshu. If we kill one of them and they all leave, great. Fantastic. I got no interest in wholesale genocide. But if we can take one life to save 15, fuck it. Why not? But we've also got a nice little hidey hole right here in this farmhouse that we can hang out for a couple days. Let Murph there convalesce, and then we can harass Parshu and maybe forage a little bit to keep us going because, frankly, I don't know about you guys, but I'm running pretty low on rations myself.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to see if this farmhouse here's got any water.
Water, food, anything we can.
Yeah, and do we know, based on the layout of this farm, is there like an actual barn or something like that we can get this military vehicle out of view?
I mean, it's a pretty small place. It's not a really large farm.
You said there's like a shed with a tractor, right?
The tractor was outside.
The tractor's outside. It's like it's just out in the yard.
Yeah.
Getting rained on and shit.
Yeah, that was why it was also rusty and shit.
No. Well, that's unfortunate.
Have you guys searched the house?
Yeah, I found a skateboard.
Which increased your
Little
mobility.
candy bar.
All right, so we're going to search for water and search for anything. Is there any other advantage to living here?
I mean, there's shelter from the elements. It seems like
Does
this
that mean
place
we
is-
don't have to succeed in making camp?
Exactly.
Ah,
And if you have a home base, there are actually rules for that kind of thing.
Oh
So,
snap, we stumbled into rules.
I know, right?
Uh-huh.
It's weird. Hold on. I'm pulling up a map of the farmhouse first. So, I mean, first of all, we'd have to figure out what you guys are actually doing for this shift. It's going to be our first order of operations or whatever.
Cole would like to sleep.
All right. Yeah, because it's the evening shift at this point. So yeah, there's a little bit of a shack there that you could throw because this is the main house. Jeremy, you've seen this map before. This is the house. And then you could pull the Humvee into here if you wanted to, into this little half blown out shed that's beside it. But we'll just say it's a normal shed, or normal not really like a barn as much as like a place where you could park the tractor.
To keep it out of rain. Yeah.
Murph says, "Did you know that there's 132 boards on the ceiling?"
Keep counting. They may change.
All right. So home base. So wait. So who's doing what again? What are you guys doing for this first shift?
I am resting because I have 2 stress.
What do I got to do to see if we actually have a sustainable water supply?
What kind of skills / specialties do you have that you think would be useful in this?
Clark could do a tech roll to see if like the plumbing is good.
I'm fine with that. All right, yeah, Jeremy, do the tech roll.
That is a 3 and a 2. So fuck it, I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
He takes 1 stress.
All right, so this is what I'm going to say. There is a manual pump for a well, but it's all fucked up and needs repaired. Like, it doesn't work right now. So it would require some repair. I basically let your roll decide what the situation was.
Sure. So Clark's looking around. He finds this hand pump, and he's like, "Yes, fuck yeah!" And then realizes it's busted, and he has to do a shit ton of work to it. And he's, "God damn it!" And he just gives it a good solid kick.
It's basically rusted, and when you're like, you try to do that, it like snaps and fucking just breaks.
It's fucking cheap ass fucking bullshit. Goddamn fucking.
Chinese parts even out here.
They're Soviet parts, probably.
Any chance the Hummer's got a welder?
Would anything that could we like, maybe scavenge anything off of the tractor or whatnot to try and repair what's going on with the pump?
I mean, there was some scrounging that happened before that kind of gave you guys what for this shift. Maybe next shift you might be able to, but like from a mechanic standpoint. So offhand, it doesn't look like it.
We got 1 car tire.
Yeah.
Which counts as 1 vehicle spare part.
Yeah.
I guess for this shift then, because I haven't actually done it. I asked about the water, but Clark stole it.
It's all right.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I will. I guess I can cook up my 1 wild ration from the moose.
Mm-hmm.
It might be edible.
Yeah. Okay.
And it becomes 2, doesn't it?
No, he was already kind enough to give us the 1 from what we
that's right.
scrounged out of
Yeah.
moose gut pile.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's right.
He's right.
It's just chitlins.
I remember referee kindness, so I'm not going to push my luck.
All right, so you're going to be cooking then. All right. I guess who's keeping watch then? Is anybody keeping watch?
That would be Smitty.
Okay. Smitty, you're on watch. Doc, you're on watch. He's like, that's some bullshit.
Or LT.
LT's probably resting. Or sleeping. You might as well just be sleeping.
LT's about useless, man.
He's not useless. He was the one that was navigating for you guys.
I know.
I'm going to roll Smitty's recon then. You guys put him on watch. So whatever happens, it's going to still be your fault. Okay. So you were looking around for the spare parts, Jeremy. You're cooking up stuff. Emmett, LT's kind of sleeping in the house. There's not really any electricity in the house. It still kind of smells, so I'm assuming you guys probably opened windows at least to like try to get the smell out of here of, death. Doc's kind of patrolling around, just trying to keep an eye out. But it's starting to get dark, like dark, because we're still in that new moon phase. So it's not really a lot of light.
He can take my NBGs.
Yeah, and they'll help him see about 30 meters. But yeah, so that first evening shift goes by, pretty uneventful. What do you guys want to do for the night shift?
Hunting's not easy at night, correct?
Not particularly.
We decided there was extra difficulty there.
Yeah.
If we have somebody else to keep watch, I'd like to rest again, if that's possible.
Clark will relieve Doc. It's not a problem.
I would like to sleep again.
Yeah, I ain't slept today either, so I should probably try and catch a little shut-eye.
Murph's going to go for a jog around the perimeter. You were right, Clark. 134 boards.
You sure? You made. You should double the count.
1,
This sucks.
2.
Guns get fired. People die. or worse.
I mean, should we flip them over so we can count the floorboards?
That might be on Doc.
Now I really can't wait to shoot someone.
Is this a 2-story house or a 1-story house?
1 story.
Okay.
I crawl up on the chimney. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so you're going to be on watch. Doc's going to be sleeping.
I'm sleeping. Cole's sleeping. LT's helping with watch too.
Okay, I'm fine with that. That makes sense. Jeremy, go ahead and roll recon.
Oh, you don't want to do it secret style?
Oh, wait. All right, what's your recon?
A B. And when I say a B, I mean it's just 1 die.
Oh, you also
I
have
really feel
an
like
A.
this is the same, like, are you dangerous kind of conversation when the referee says roll recon. You don't go, isn't that supposed to be secret?
Yeah, but as a fellow GM, I love some secret rolls. They're surprising.
Jeremy, roll me a d6 though, Jeremy.
I don't want
Roll d6.
that I don't want to do.
You're the weather guy today.
6 gets better.
Yeah, more rainbows.
Still dark.
Damn it.
Meteor shower.
But how are the stars?
Kind of hidden behind all the ash that's in the air. So it's a little hazy. Yeah.
You gloomy motherfucker.
But they're there, right?
I mean, it seems like it. Yeah, you can kind of make them out. But imagine it's like a really polluted sky because nukes and shit.
Yep.
Yep.
I've been to LA. I know how that works.
I was legitimately going to ask if they could lay me outside.
Give me more to count than the boards on the ceiling.
Then you wouldn't even notice when that raccoon bites your foot.
He'd be my friend.
All right, so the night goes on. It's pretty uneventful. Sun starts to come up. You guys are good. It's morning. What do you want to do?
Take a nap.
If I take somebody hunting with me, that gives me a +1.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, that works.
I grab LT and say, "Hey, you want to go out and test this shotgun out and see if we can find some food?"
Yeah, I could do that. I don't know how good I'd be at shooting, but at least I could help with the reconning, I guess. Looking.
Sounds like a plan. We head out hunting.
All right, so you and LT are going to go hunting. What is anybody else going to do? I see that Clark is sleeping.
Yep.
Doc's probably going to check on Murphy to make sure he's still good. Emmett.
I know that Cole already scrounged the house, but I mean, is there anything like in the cupboards or?
You can scrounge again. You just get a -1 for the same
Yeah.
area.
All right, one more shot to see if there's any rations to be had here at the farm.
Okay. Give me a scrounging roll.
5 and a 5.
Okay. Nope. Well, we'll go back to that. So, yeah, you're not really able to find anything that seems particularly useful. And LT and Cole are out hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your recon roll.
First thing is a survival with a +1, correct?
All right.
1 success.
All right. 1 success. So you are able to track a rabbit. You find rabbit. So you find some rabbit. But then you're gonna need
Yep.
a recon roll and then shooting it with a shotgun.
Does LT have a better recon than what would...
No, it's gonna be yours with a +1.
1 success.
All right. Now you have to take a shot.
All those one, then that's range combat
Mm-hmm.
with a +1 or standard.
Standard. But I think you can push
Let's push
roll.
this roll. 2 successes.
All right. So
The rabbit is obliterated.
he blew it apart with a shotgun. Nope. Yeah. So you get 1 ration worth of food to kill some rabbit. Elmer Fudd style.
So I rested, slept. Do I heal?
Where are you at on hit points?
I have 2 damage.
Yes. Then yeah, your damage is back, but you're still not walking.
I'm fucking useless.
Cole, why don't you give me another recon roll, Cole?
+1 or regular?
Regular. Give yourself +1. Actually, I'm fine with that.
1 success.
As you're going back to the house, you actually see a couple guys. And you notice them before they noticed you. If you look through your binoculars real quick, you notice that they're U.S. They're wearing U.S. uniforms, carrying M16s, and they appear to be from 2nd Armored Division. But they're maybe about, when you spot them, they're about 70 meters away. So they're not really all that far off, just because of how wooded it is around this farmhouse. But you see them, and they don't seem to have noticed you. What do you want to do?
ALT.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got some people in U.S. Well, I would say they're friendlies, but you just never know who's wearing what nowadays. But it looks like some 2nd Armored Division people here. So I kind of want to take a better look at it and see if we can get a little bit more information.
LT would be like, wait, let me see the binoculars. And he would take a look through binoculars real quick. Like, oh, that's Private Harrison and Private Austin, it looks like. I know those guys. But yeah, no, they're ours.
Well, I'm curious where more 2nd Armored Division, or if it's just these guys. So I say we approach them and see what they know.
I'm good with that. All right, so you go walking up towards them. Probably Lieutenant Richardson would be the one to introduce you guys. You know what I mean? That, acknowledge that, hey, we're here type situation. Since he knows them, would probably recognize him. So they turn around, they're like, Lieutenant Richardson, is that you? Yeah. Where are you guys headed? Sir, we heard something about a Humvee. Some of the locals we ran into said they saw a Humvee driving through here. And they said it had the same markings on it, so we thought we'd take a look and see who it was. Who's made it? And he basically just explains that it's him, and of people they would know, him and
Medic Smith.
Well, no, Smitty wasn't from 2nd Armored Division.
Oh.
No, him and Clark.
Ah, that's right.
So yeah, so after a brief conversation of me not role-playing back and forth with myself,
come on.
Lieutenant
fun.
Richardson kind of looks at you, is like, so, what do you want to do?
How many of y'all are there? And we were curious about, Parjou, and we heard at one point that was going to be the meeting place, but it seemed a pretty hot spot last we looked.
Yeah, I mean, we were headed there. We had to, our tank got blown to shit. We had to bail. Everyone else, and it's gone. But we bailed, grabbed what we could, and headed out. And we're headed to Parjou, but some of the locals told us that there's Russians there. So we were trying to figure out what our next steps were, and then people, some of the Poles told us that like I said, that there was a Humvee around that they saw driving this direction. So we thought we'd check it out and see. But hopefully it was one of ours. And I guess is that you guys?
That would be us.
Oh, great.
Our initial recon on Parjou from the northern side showed at least 6 to 8 combatants holed up in good positions. So we slunk around a little bit to see from a western point, but we ended up bugging out because it was just a little too hot for us. But we were looking for more friendlies, hoping you guys would be in this area.
Yeah, I mean, we were on our way there and just trying to figure out what the next move was going to be. So Yeah, this is Private First Class Austin that's talking. He's like, that's right? Is it Private First Class, Chris? Is that the right rank for right above Private?
Yeah, E3, private first class.
All right, cool. But yeah, this is a Private First Class Austin that's talking. He's like, so PFC Austin. He's like, which by the way was a random name generator, not named after my nephew. So anyway, moving on.
So how many deep are you, and who's in charge?
It's just the two of us. I mean, like this, it was just the two of us. We'd gotten split up. The whole armor division got split up. I mean, we were all just trying to, make do with what we could, and try to regroup. And I mean, we encountered, like, I don't know, like when it was just us on our own, it was like we ended up running into 4 other Soviet tanks. We took a couple of them out, but eventually they disabled ours, and then we couldn't, Staff Sergeant told us to bail out. We did, and we took what we could. Here we are. I mean, so it took us a while to get here. So how many of you guys got? What kind of numbers are we looking at? Just curious how much of a opposition we might be able to put up against them.
We got another 3.5 units back at our holding area. If you want to tag along with us back to our base, and we can fill you in a little bit more on that.
3.5 units.
You call him a half unit.
Asshole. Asshole.
I couldn't stand the moment. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Half unit.
Oh, man.
I think I'd have let it ride, but Brian broke.
So they agree, and they PFC Austin and Private Harris are like, we'll come, man. That's great. I mean, we got our rifles and a couple reloads and some canteens and like a couple rations apiece, maybe. He's like, but that's about it. I mean, whatever we can do to help, just let us know.
Glad you're stocked, but as long as you're on our side, let's work on this together. Let's head back. I'll introduce you to the rest of the guys.
All right, great. So they come back with you guys. You guys make it back to the house. And Emmett is yelling and screaming because he can't find anything.
Ain't one bit of food worth eating in this place. Everything's spoiled. All the canned goods is gone. I'm guessing that's what made him finally buy the farm. No pun intended.
It looks like what it was they were running out of food. You know what I mean? Like, when you look around, like, that seems like what it was. And, like, it seems like it was a farm, but you notice that there's not really a lot of, like, the field's not growing any vegetation also.
Got a little bit of rabbit if you want to cook that up for us. It's something. Unfortunately, I brought 2 more mouths to feed, so as far as we were going to ration that out, it's not quite going to go as far as we think.
We got a couple days worth of food with us, so I mean, just let us know whatever we can do to help. All right, so we'd be headed into the afternoon shift. So you guys now have Private Harrison and Private First Class Austin in your group. Yay!
Quick question, as far as basically why he was out doing that, I was reading over the home base rules.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, is there a role I could make to basically try and see what this facility has per the referee, and then see what we need to do to get the rest of it up and running?
Well, one was the manual pump for the water, so there's that.
And that looks like that will be 2 weeks if we want to try and fix that. If we have basic tools and somebody with the builder.
No. To fix the pump, it's going to be like finding spare parts and a tech roll, and it'd be like a shift for that specifically. So we're going to say it has a well, it just needs to be repaired. The pump for it needs to be repaired.
Yeah, because there's everything listed on here from heater to garage to lookout point to.
Well, it kind of has a garage.
List of things.
It kind of has a garage because that's where the Humvee's parked. So there's that. So let's go down that list real quick.
Okay, so a garage gives you a +1 modifier to all tech rolls for repairing vehicles. Can also be used for construction.
So mark that down. If you want to keep track of what this place has, I'll run down the list for you. It has cropland. There's just currently nothing's growing there right now. Heater. It has a wood fireplace inside the house. So it has a basement, which would act as a root cellar. That is what your current abode has.
It's actually not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So yeah, so what is your guys' plan? What do you want to, how do you guys want to set up the shift shit?
I'm going to head out foraging.
Okay. You're going to forage for which?
Food. I set the rabbit down and see if anybody wants to cook it.
I mean, if Emmett does it, you get an extra ration out of it, right?
Now that we have 2 more guys, would it make any sense to maybe have 2 people on watch? Maybe have one on the roof with binocs or NBGs?
I mean, you could, but you're still just going to get the same recon roll. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not a +1 for...
not really, no. It's not really a lookout point. I mean, if anything, it's that you're sticking out. You know what I mean?
Oh, you'd be creating a silhouette?
Hey, shoot me.
Yeah, hey, there's a guy on top of the roof over there. It's not so much that, hey, there's a house over there. It's, hey, there's a guy on top of the roof of that house over there. You know? So, it's still going to be a recon roll either way. That's not going to modify it one way or the other. But you can do it if you want. I just, it's not going to modify the roll any.
I didn't know if it would give us a bonus.
No.
If Emmett doesn't want to do any cooking on that right now, we don't have to cook it right away. We can cook it when it's nighttime. That way we don't have to burn it. If there's something he'd rather do during the day.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want during the day.
All right, yeah, I guess I'll hold off on cooking then.
I would like to do jumping jacks, go for a jog, maybe some push-ups.
What for exploring the hex? What is that all entail?
I mean, you guys were kind of exploring it already a little bit. That was you exploring the farmhouse. I mean, but you can sit around and kind of explore around more if you want to. I'm fine with that.
I think Clark would basically go for
A patrol.
Yeah, a patrol is probably the simplest way to explain it. I would say like still hunt and just kind of exploring the area around the house to look for like different ways in and out from the farmhouse that could be, quick egress or, weak points within the defensive perimeter.
Okay. I'm fine with that. All right, so you're going to explore. You were going to forage, right, Cole?
Yep.
Okay. And then Emmett, what are you doing?
No, I already kind of tried to scrounge for food, but would I be able to maybe scrounge around that garage to see if I can find any basic tools for being able to repair some of this stuff around the house? Or
Oh, there are basic tools in the Humvee. Clark's got them.
Yeah, he's got basic tools in the Humvee already.
Then I'll keep watch.
All right, you're keeping watch. LT's probably going to be resting.
I'll take one of the new guys with me if they want to come forage with me.
Sure, he'll do that.
Cool.
Private Harrison goes with you.
Yes.
All right, so you're going to forage. Are you foraging for food? Was that right?
1 success.
There you go. You are able to find 1 ration.
Yay.
More cabbage.
Clark's gonna basically go on a patrol and explore by himself. He needs thinking time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Give me a recon roll.
1 success.
Nice.
Skin of his teeth.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, this is a pretty secluded farm. It's not like right on the main road. So it's back pretty decent way off the main road. So it's just like a long drive that kind of goes up into it. There's a bunch of, like field and then like, clumps of trees, fields, clump of trees, fields, clumps of trees. So as far as defensive perimeter, it's not so much. The terrain around here is pretty flat. It's not really hilly. It's just flat with clumps of trees around here and there.
So it's more camouflage than it is defensible, really.
Right. Yes.
Right. So our best defense is to stay hidden at that point.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. That's really all you get from that. Oh, roll me a d6. Somebody. Anybody.
I got it. 5.
Okay. Still sunny. Or at least not cloudy.
I think that we should come up with a course of action for if and when whoever's on watch has contact. Like a rallying point. Okay, you go to that window. You go here. You go there. Give us covering fire. Yada, yada, yada.
Throw the sniper out the window.
Well, and I think we should start by making it known that when we see trouble, we make the sound of a common wood pigeon.
That is our mascot. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, hey, we got contact. Okay, Emmett, get that gun up in the window where you've got a good field of fire. Whatever. Get one guy in the doorway, maybe a couple guys out the house with cover using the tractor, or whatever the case may be. Just have some kind of course of action planned.
I hate it when the GM rolls a die and you have no idea what it's for.
Well, we're going to be heading into the evening, so I was just rolling for weather.
Oh, I thought I did that.
Yeah, you did that for the afternoon,
Oh,
but
gotcha.
nothing happened. Nothing else happens in the afternoon, so I'm going into evening.
Gotcha.
So who's going to be on watch in the evening shift? What are your guys' plan? I know you're going to be cooking Emmett.
Can I cook with him?
Yeah, you can cook, and then you could roll the roll and just get a +1 from him, and then I'll count that as Emmett participating in the cooking. Ultimately, as far as I'm
That's
concerned,
perfect.
Emmett just has to participate in the cooking to get that bonus.
Them Boots is going to be on fucking watch for sure.
Oh yeah, you're gonna put Harrison and Austin on watch.
Yeah, but Clark's going to be on watch with him too.
Oh okay.
I'll hand my binoculars to him as well.
Yeah, Clark's not a dick, but he's definitely going to put them to work.
All right, so we're going in the evening shift. Harrison and Austin are on watch with Clark. Cole, what are you doing? I know you're resting still.
I am cooking with Emmett.
Oh yeah, right. You're cooking.
Cooking with
The name
Emmett.
of our new show.
Give me a survival roll.
Cooking with Emmett and Cole.
Uh-oh. Did you give yourself a +1 because you had Emmett helping you?
I did, and I'm going to push.
Okay.
1 success.
Woo. All right.
So we got
2
4
rations.
instead of 2.
No, it's 2 rations because it was only 1 ration.
I had a foraging and I had a hunting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then 2. Yeah, so 4. Yep, that's cool.
Cool.
So you make cabbage and rabbit stew.
Cabbage and rabbit stew.
Sounds fucking tasty as shit.
No. 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 No.
Who's feeding Murph?
I am.
Oh.
1 spoon at a time.
Aw.
All right. So speaking of which, has been a full day now. So you guys need to use up food and water rations. Also, where are you guys storing stuff? Like, what's in the Humvee? What's in the house?
I really don't like it when he.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just saying. It
What
might
were
be
you
important.
holding at that time? How do you open the door?
Hey, I'm just saying. What is in the Humvee and what is in the house?
Can we put a club on the Humvee?
We got 4 rations there, so can we just give everybody 1?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Wait, you want me to pull out 4 more rations? Because everyone threw out rations. I like the idea of Cole's like feeding Murphy, like spooning him the rabbit stew.
Spooning him and feeding him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are adorable.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you feel that? We were in a cell together for a very long time.
so we never really, yet again, you guys never told me where is your stuff. Like, what's in the vehicle?
Don't ask, don't tell.
What's in the vehicle? What's in the house?
I have everything in the house. All of my stuff's in the
Okay.
house. I have the children's room. I'm in the kids' room. There's no blood. I've cleaned it up.
All right. So, anybody else? Where's your stuff? Did you leave anything in the vehicle, or is it all in the house?
Clark?
Even though I can't use it, my sniper rifle is right next to me.
Yeah, because we don't want to listen to you bitch about not being able to see it and finger fuck it. Yeah.
My precious.
He like sleeps with his hand right on the trigger.
It's like the worst. don't set me up. Come on now. Don't. I'm just gonna end up being mean to Chris. Stop.
All right. So all of Chris's stuff's inside. Jeremy, where's your stuff?
It is kind of 50-50. So the reloads for the 240 is on the truck. The basic
Makes
tools
sense.
are in the truck.
Mhm.
Jerry cans are in the truck. The extra empty M16s are in the truck.
Mhm.
Yep.
The shotgun was already taken
I
out of the
have.
field. Okay.
Mhm.
That had 9 rounds. Are you tracking that?
1 round for the rabbit.
1 round for the rabbit. Yep.
Okay.
I'm now at 8.
Okay, I'm going to take that off of the truck inventory. There is 1 car tire, which equals 1 vehicle spare part in the truck, or truck adjacent. There, candy bar. Who's got the candy bar?
I found it, so I had it at one point.
It'll make my back feel better.
And 45 shell casings in the truck, as well as, I don't know what we're doing with skateboard.
Wheeling Murphy around on it. I thought that was the plan.
yeah.
Yeah, we've been mocking him. With
Yeah,
it
so
from the
it's it's strapped to the spine board.
It's a dolly.
and functioning as a dolly for the spine board. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and then the rest of Clark's shit is in his pack in the house.
I just wanted to make sure we all knew where shit was. Now there's one more thing, a little bit of bookkeeping. So it's weird because it's one of those things where like you take a bullet, you patch it up, it's the end of story. Like for example, Cole was shot when you guys were attacking the Russian encampment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining there had to have been some dressing changes at some point, things like that as it's healing. You know what I mean? Like those are things that would happen. We just haven't been dealing with them because they're kind of in the background. Other than Murphy's thing, which is an obvious bigger issue than just like a dressing change. Now, Emmett, you're changing the dressing on a dog bite from some time ago. It's really itchy. Roll me a stamina roll. But before you roll that, there's a modifier on it.
I'm assuming we don't have antibiotics in the med kits.
No, I think we went over that already.
Yep, we did. It is at a -2. So stamina roll, -2.
Dang.
Okay, it's at a -2, but I also have Ranger, which gives me a +1 modifier to stamina rolls made for marching, resisting hypothermia, and other hardships.
Other hardships. I'm going to let it count. So,
All right, so
-1.
it's going to be
A -1.
-1. So that would be an A and a B.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Holy
How about that?
crap. He is immune to everything. He's the anti-dick.
That's 3. 3 success.
So let me just mark off rabies on May 6th for Emmett.
I cannot stress enough how much of a badass Emmett is. Like, honest to God, dude's a fucking hoss.
It is divine intervention for dice rolls for Emmett.
I've been sitting here since that that session just going, when May 6th comes around, it's Emmett rolling for rabies. I've just been like waiting. All right, well, that's fun.
In Russia, you bite rabies.
All right, so the rest of the night's pretty uneventful. The rest of the evening, I mean. Well, wait, actually, I need Jeremy, roll recon.
Oh, come on. The privates don't have better recon?
Nope. No.
I gave my binoculars, which is a +2.
Oh, shit.
+2 or a +1 for binoculars?
+2.
Okay.
But it can be used on my hunting recon. It can only be used when, like, you're intentionally looking for things.
Right.
And then it's minus how many for nighttime?
2. Yeah, for lighting, 2.
Binoculars give a +2 modifier to recon, but only when actively scouting or observing.
Yeah, but we're talking about night at this point. It's -2.
I know, I'm just
darkness.
FYI.
-2.
Wholesale -2?
Yep. Well, no, I'm saying negative. You get +2 for binoculars, -2 for nighttime.
Oh,
Cancel each other out.
okay.
Flat recon.
Well, that's disappointing. All right.
And an elevated position would give you a +1 if someone
Success.
wanted to be on the roof.
I don't want to crawl up on the roof. That sounds like a pain in the ass. 1 success.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, the night's pretty much uneventful.
And then someone sneaks up behind Clark and slits his throat. He's dead.
What do you guys want to talk about during the evening while you guys are sitting around the house? What is your guys' long-term goal here? That is the thing I'm curious about. Like, what is your plan here? Do you have one?
I think it was kind of to stock up with what we were doing, and then I really kind of like Clark's plan.
As Cole's cooking and some of the stuff in the evening, he kind of chit-chats with the 2 newer guys and also kind of fills them in that Emmett's in search of his son, and kind of one of the reasons we were heading towards Parju in the first place, and, you know, kind of the recon that we had prior to that, and how that's kind of our first goal at the moment.
Well, I mean, those 2 guys were on watch, actually. So, because Clark had them on watch, the 2 new guys.
Yeah, Clark's
Gotcha.
doing the watch captain thing where he's going out and checking on them periodically, you know, and that's just like kind of he's making rounds to their positions and then like roving around.
Has anybody asked them if they know Keanu?
That's what I was subtly going to do, but they're out walking around, so I'll have to catch them later.
I mean, Clark knows Keanu.
Yeah, but Clark's the armorer.
Yeah, he knows these guys, but not very well.
Yeah.
Like he knows of them, but he he's not drinking buddies with them.
That's like Clark's story with everybody.
That's not true. The guys that he was drinking buddies with, they're dead.
There's a chance that these guys may know what happened to Keanu if they lasted, with him when whatever went down, went down.
That's a good point.
See, I'm guessing as everybody comes back from watch as we head into the night shift, I'll kind of bring up the Keanu of it all and see if they have any recollection of that, or at the very least just kind of fill them in on what our first of many goals is.
I'm rolling a luck roll to see if they know who he is. Yeah, they're like, I think I know who you're talking about. I mean, I don't really, they're totally different units. I didn't really, but I think I've seen them around.
That's good. It's good to hear.
But yeah, I mean, as far as where he is now, I have no clue. I don't know. So who's going to be doing the night watch?
I haven't taken a watch, so I will take my binoculars back and I will start looking out windows or running around or whatever people do when they watch things.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know how much binoculars will help at night, in all honesty, but okay, yeah.
It's there's a moon.
No, there's not.
There isn't a moon. We've covered
No,
that.
there's not.
RPGs.
Yeah, but they don't give a bonus to the recon roll.
I'm assuming whoever's on watch at night will have the MPGs.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's up to you guys.
And if I ever walk again, I want them back.
Yeah, they're all...
Yeah, NVGs just eliminate all modifiers.
Yep. All right, so that would get rid of the -2 for the nighttime.
All I can
basically.
think about is taking them off and not being able to see shit.
I mean, either way, it just takes away the -2
Yeah.
is what it would do. So I would take away the -2 for the recon on it. But you're not going to get another +2 for binoculars because you can't really use binoculars and NVGs at the same time. You
It's
know
more
what I mean?
like a monocle.
So you'd have to pick
It's
one or
like
the
you
other.
put the binoculars up to the NVG like lens, and it's...
No.
You
No.
never do that? You never do that?
No. I'm going to say... just
It's very ineffective.
yeah, obviously. So Emmett and Murphy are sleeping. What are you doing, Clark?
Clark's actually going to sleep in the night and see if he can actually do a little bit more during the day. Maybe.
All right. And then Cole, I need a recon roll from you for your watch.
May I push? I can't remember if this is pushable or not.
I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
A 2 and a 3. How wondrous. The good news is we made camp.
Are those boots up and walking around?
I mean, yes, I guess so. I mean, do you want them to be up and walking
I
around?
mean, have they slept yet today?
Not yet, but they could sleep in the morning, I guess. Why, do you want them up and
No, if
walking
they
around
haven't
too?
slept yet, then yeah, give them time to crash.
Doc ain't done nothing.
Doc's been taking care of fucking.
No, I was feeding him.
All right, so Cole, where are you? Like when you're on your watch, what exactly are you doing? You just describe to me what you're up to.
So I got the AK just on, kind of heading out, wandering around, making circles, kind of just around the perimeter, just past the garage, and so just kind of wandering around, keeping an eye on things, listening. Walk out to the end of the road, or the driveway, I should say. Walk back.
All right, so roll me. Can you roll percentile for me?
Sure. 46.
All right, and then a D8. Roll me a D8 for me.
Oh, the Ocho. You step on a landmine. Irradiated Bear Part 2.
No, doing a thing. So you're kind of patrolling around the house, and all of a sudden you hear a noise coming from the shed. You hear, and you see the Humvee starting to pull out of the shed.